Just one, just one. Okay, guys, it's going to be an outline, a general synopsis, I guess, of the school system here, public or private. Can you homeschool? Can you not homeschool? And how this all connects to the upcoming vaccine mandates for kids. A lot of you have Costa Rica on the map. You're thinking about living here, but you're concerned about the vaccine mandates, or they're inoculating the kids here. Now, I think it's one of the first countries in the world to do this. It is going to take place, and we're going to talk about that too in a minute. Hey guys, I'm Michael Allen for TravelCostaRicaNow.com. TravelCostaRicaNow.com is the travel agency, so go to TravelCostaRicaNow.com, fill out the 4-minute form. You'll be that much closer to vacation of a lifetime. We're like you, having best friends who live in Costa Rica, who know Costa Rica, totally hooking up your Costa Rica vacation. Hey, please subscribe, man. It helps. It really does. Helps me. But if you want to see our next video, we put out a lot of videos on a lot of different subjects, even though it may not seem like that at times, which I'm going to mention. But hit that notification bell and you'll see the expat interviews, the entry requirements, the travel tips, the medical tourism stuff, the immigration stuff, all of the residency stuff. Then you'll be in sequence. All right. Okay, first I want to say, before we get started on the school stuff, I just want to say that I think there's a misunderstanding of what this channel is about. I am not a niche market. I'm not just talking to, let's say, Republicans or Democrats or gay people or straight people or people from Germany and people from the United States or people from the Netherlands, wherever it is. I try to answer everything that people have concerns about that email me. So I'm not a niche market. I'm trying to answer, give you perspective and stuff from my experience and all that, so you can make an informed decision whether Costa Rica is right for you, even to vacation here or potentially live here. That's what I do. But I do understand why this vaccine stuff is annoying. It's annoying me. I can't wait till it's over. Unfortunately, I started at the very beginning of the COVID thing of saying that I would keep you updated on what's going on here. Do you remember? I remember when I was telling what states they were letting in. Remember that? Who knew it was going to do all this dips and turns and go sideways a year and a half later? Who knew that? So trust me, I'm through. And obviously, sometimes I go over the line with my own viewpoints to a degree. Try not to be too bad, but it's kind of hard sometimes to skirt that line to try to talk to everybody. But that's what I do, man. I can't help it. It is kind of difficult sometimes to decide, what you're going to say, what you're not going to say. Okay? All right, man. It's Sunday, November 14th. We're going to talk about the schools. Now, this is an outline. What's going to be exciting is I am going to be talking to gringos like us, expats that raise kids here, and are in the school system, go to the school system. I want to get right from them. They got a lot to say. I've been talking to homeschooling parents. I've been talking to a lot of parents lately, and I'm trying to set that up. It's just very hard to get the mothers and fathers, they got a life, they're raising kids, they're running around, and we're trying to schedule that interview. So they got a lot of interesting things to say. It might surprise you. So that's going to be coming soon. This is an overview. So Costa Rica's on the map. Thinking about living here. If you can enroll your kids as actually just in school as a perpetual tourist. Public and private. Most gringos, most expat put their kids in private school for the obvious reason. They're better, right? But once you put your kids in the system, private or public, they will have to show proof of vaccination. The thing you need to know about Costa Rica, they don't look at, maybe there's sinister, reasons. I'm not going to get into that stuff. They've been vaccinating kids for, mumps and polio and all that stuff for a long time, and they're big on the vaccinations. They think they're doing it for healthy reasons, and they've added COVID. They've added the COVID vaccination, and you're going to have to prove it. You're going to have to prove that your kid's been vaccinated. I don't know if you read the comments in the videos, but a video I put up a day or two, I can't remember. A French guy was telling me he's lived here 30 years. He was livid, frustrated, annoyed. I can't remember if they threatened his 15-year-old or if they actually did it. So they find out you're not vaccinated, they will step in. they will step in. The child welfare people, I think it's PANI, what they call themselves, the child welfare people will come in and take the girl away from him and go get her vaccinated because they look at it as neglect. Matter of fact, here's what they say. Inoculating children in accordance to national guidelines is an obligation for parents. An obligation. So if you don't have your kid vaccinated, they look at it as neglect and will come take your kid out. So that's getting in the system, public-private. You're in the system. Don't hang up on me now because there might be a little suggestion down in this video. So I've been talking to people at homeschool here. Homeschooling is, from what I was getting from what people were saying, it's not legal or illegal. It's just, they do it. It happens. Homeschooling does happen. It's like you're not supposed to do it. You're not supposed to do it, but trust me, a lot of people do because I talk to them. Now you're flying under the radar. You're flying under the radar. You're not in the system. Your kids aren't in the system. I think a lot would depend on where you live. If you're trying to, and how social you're going to be. You're just going to, maybe you're going to get a little plot and, grow tomatoes. And your kids are going to help in the farm and you're going to teach them all that kind of stuff and nature and things. And they're not around people too much. You don't socialize. You keep to yourself. Or are you in San Jose and your kids are hanging out with 100 other kids? Hey, where do you go to school? Oh, I don't. I'm homeschooled. Somebody's probably going to tell on you. You know what I mean? So I guess it would, if you're going to fly under the radar that way, there's a lot of other variables that are going to matter whether that's going to work for you. Okay, I've been, these homeschooling people, I used to homeschool actually back in the day. I like it, but okay, so you're not on the radar that way as far as if you're homeschooling. So a lot of you guys want to move from Germany or Netherlands or Australia, wherever you're at, and you want to jump right into residency. Okay, you want to jump in, I get that, but residency is also putting yourself in the system. So if you can be a perpetual tourist for a while, you're a tourist. And right now, how it is right now, you do not have to be vaccinated to get in this country. If that changes, that's a whole nother video and a whole nother thing. And then it's serious and you probably go, Costa Rica is off the map, off the table. I get it, but it's not like that yet. So as a perpetual tourist, you're still a tourist. You leave every 90 days. Maybe you file for residency a couple years later and your kids are older, whatever. So that's something to consider. Now, what I'm about to say, I don't recommend this. It's risky, but the people I'm talking to say that this does happen. There are doctors, I don't know who they are, that are, I don't know, sympathetic to the cause, we'll say. Kind of sign off on your vaccine card. Kind of risky, illegal, right? So again, I don't know that these are just the stories people are telling me that do happen down here. So I don't call that a loophole. I call it maybe illegal, but if that does, I've lived down here a long time. I can definitely see that happening because that's how everything is down here. There's always, the answer is never really no or yes. There's always variables and other ways. Okay, but again, I could see why you wouldn't want to mess with that, and you don't want to do anything really illegal. So, but again, system, got to have your kids vaccinated. All right, skirt under the radar for a while. You might be able to, let's say the vaccines aren't everything. Maybe Costa Rica takes it off the table. Excuse me, off the table at some point. That's possible. Who knows where this COVID stuff is turning? But right now, that's what's going to happen. Young kids. I think they're the first country, in the world to be doing that. So that's it, man. That is kind of it. Ways to fly under. Just remember, once you're in the system, you're in the system. All right, so let's look forward to those when I talk to people that are really working, in the system, and their kids are going here. Can't wait to talk to them about the different private schools, what's expensive, what's not, what's good, what's bad, because they do have a lot to say. I can't wait. Anyway, guys, I'm Michael Allen, travelcostarica.com. Peace, guys. Hope it helps. Enjoy your Sunday. Things are going to pop up. My videos, if you're thinking about living or traveling anywhere, always do your research and homework. And man, there's no better place to start than my videos. All right, I'm going to put my videos against anybody's. All right, man, have a good one.